world has changed before, and we can make the world change again. There's nothing more vital than that.
We are an online magazine that covers women and gender in the history and popular culture of science.
So, Lady Science is really this collaborative community of beautiful people who research and write about the history of science, technology, and medicine, and who believe that science is, or history is, a social justice project. I guess technically Lady Science is the magazine, podcast, and website that lets us do all of those things, but it really is the people as well.
Lady Science is an independent feminist magazine that looks at the relationship between gender, science, history, and popular culture. So in Lady Science, you are going to find interviews, you're going to find essays, you're going to find stuff on Star Trek, you're going to find stuff on, medieval time.
Each month we publish 2 to 3 historical sort of researched essays. And then in between on the blog, we do all kinds of things, pop culture, sometimes newsier stuff related to current events.
Well, the core of the magazine is still the monthly issue, and that's 2 to 3 historical researched essays on any topic in women and gender in the history of science. And that can go from any time period, any geographical area. And we publish that in syndication with the New Inquiry, so you'll also find that on their website. But we also have a blog, and so in between the monthly issues, we publish personal essays, Lady Science takes on the news, a lot of pop culture takes, and analysis, and we also have a podcast where we cover similar issues that we have on the website and the magazine, and we also have really interesting guests every month too.
Some of the stuff that we want to do in the future, we'd like to expand our staff so that we can have sort of section editors, so that we can kind of break things into different themes, things that we're really interested in running sort of consistent coverage on. We've talked about internships, scholarships, so that we can send some really good feminist history of science scholarship to conferences.
We need stories of marginalized people to help us confront the world that we are currently living in. And we need to remember that science and technology isn't going to save us.
When you start looking for women in the history of science, you find them everywhere. And they're not always in places that you would expect to find them. When you can start to expand, I think Lady Science does this, is when we start to expand our definition of what science is, what technology is, we start to open up who gets to participate, not just in the past, but also in the present.